What's up everybody, welcome back, Krishna here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out another really fun triple Kalos double grass ghost team comp. That's a mouthful, but anyways, it's basically a team comp consisting of Dedenne on the lead with Fire Blast Gourgeist as the save swap and Trevenant as the closer. Now Dedenne, because of that very unique electric fairy typing, is going to provide two very useful resistances against dark and flying, which the backline of this team comp is going to be very weak to. And of course, with Fire Blast on Gourgeist, I just didn't use it to run it as a meme team, but it actually has merit to it, right? Especially when you're using it as a save swap. I mean, number of times we managed to land Fire Blast to win back switch advantage was absolutely crucial, and it helped me to win a bunch of games there. So there's some really fun battles in here. We land a lot of Fire Blasts. So let's get straight into it. So we have a Dedenne into an Altaria, exactly where you want to see an Altaria, because Dedenne has such a positive matchup against it, right? Because Dragon Breath is double resisted, whereas Sky Attack is resisted as well. The only neutral move they have is going to be a Moonblast, right? But I'm going to let it go through. I'm hoping this is just going to be a Sky Attack here, which is resisted. I'm going to go for the second play rough. They did shield the first one, so let's see if they want to give up both shields in this matchup right now. They want to give up both shields, and this is fine. At this point, I'm going to shield this up as well because I definitely need to get rid of this Altaria with my Dedenne. And then at this point, they're going to try and switch, and they come in with their Ferrothorn, and we come in with Gourgeist, and this is, oh my god, this is so good because we're running Fire Blast. Ferrothorn, because of that grass tail typing, is double weak to fire, and I'm really hoping that I don't get the mirror shot attack debuff, but I'm just going to soak it up right now. And then I actually should have overfarmed a bit. I'm just going to go straight for the Fire Blast here. And this is absolutely going to one-shot. That is going to nuke the Ferrothorn there. They come back with Altaria. And unfortunately, this is one of those matchups where you really can't hit for neutral because with Seed Bomb and Fire Blast, both of them are resisted, right? But they decide to throw a move, which is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm going to let it go through. I'm going to basically come in with my Dedenne and go for the play rough as soon as possible. They make a really nice catch onto Seismitoed, which is okay because Seismitoed is going to take so much damage from play rough. And I can just come in with Trevenant and farm all the way down, right? I'm not going to shield whatever this is because just in case Altaria has a move, I need to preserve the shield for that. Sludge Bomb is only neutral, so I'm going to be able to soak it up and farm all the way down. And then we have a Shadow Ball. I'm going to be able to throw the Shadow Ball against this Altaria, and this is easily going to take it out from this range there. So once again, I think Gourgeist coming in super clutch with the Fire Blast on Ferrothorn, which is absolutely amazing. So we have a Swampert on the lead, absolutely terrible. Immediately save switching into my Gourgeist. And here we go. We have a Registeel right now. Can we land a Fire Blast? Unfortunately, they get the Zap Cannon debuff off first. I'm not going to shield anything because everything is resisted. But I'm still going to go for the Fire Blast here. This is debuffed, but does massive super effective damage. And also what this does is it's going to help me win switch advantage because those lock-ons are double resisted. All I have to do is basically shield once and I can Hex all the way down, right? And I'm going to shield this up here. And it's probably going to be another Zap Cannon. It's going to be slightly tricky to farm down because this Hex is double debuff. But we're going to gain a bunch of energy here. So let's see what they come in with. They actually come in with their Nidoqueen. I'm just going to full send the Fire Blast right now. Let's see if this gets the shield. It does get the shield from the Shadow Nidoqueen. Probably could have gone for the back-to-back Seed Bombs. But I didn't think they would shield considering how debuffed we were. But anyways, I can come with Trevenant. This is actually kind of tricky because Nidoqueen is a Pokemon that actually does well against this entire team. But I'm able to get ahead on energy here. I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb right now. And then it gets the shield. I'm going to let this go through. It's probably going to be a Poison Fang. I can tank one of these. And hopefully I can get to another one here. And I'm barely able to get it. I'm able to outpace Nidoqueen here. I was kind of surprised. They're probably very close to a charge move there. But anyways, they have a Swampert in the back. And this is GG's because I can just shield this up. They don't have enough energy for 2 Hydro Cannons. And I can just basically go straight for the Seed Bomb. That will one-shot. But they decide to give up the match there. So once again, really exciting, close battle. And as you can see, I mean, landing that Fire Blast was really critical in being able to flip the switch advantage. So we have a Walrein on the lead. I mean, this is actually a good thing we caught it on the lead because Walrein is going to do super effective damage with those ice moves for this backline, right? I'm going to soak up the Icicle Spear here and going to overfarm a little bit and then go for the Discharge right now. Probably going to get the shield from the Walrein as it does there. And unfortunately, they're going to be able to outpace Dedenne to the charge move. So I'm going to shield this up. And then I do have to preserve Dedenne, right? Because I don't really know what's in the back. If they have a flyer or something in the back, I definitely need to preserve the Dedenne here. But I'm going to go for the another Discharge. At this point, they give up both shields. Going to immediately switch into my Gourgeist right now. And I'm going to soak it up. Gourgeist is actually a little bit more tankier than Trevenant is. So we can soak up the Icicle Spear there. And I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb right now. And then this is going to put the Walrein extremely low, right? And at this point, they're probably going to be throwing another Icicle Spear. This is okay. I'm going to let this go through. I'm going to preserve the shield for Trevenant. And then I'm going to come in with Trevenant and farm this thing down, right? Again, Trevenant with shield advantage is going to be really, really solid towards the end game there. So actually they come in with their Sableye. This is not a great matchup, but like I said, because we're ahead on energy and shields, I'm going to be able to get off the Shadow Ball. It's going to do massive neutral damage, and then immediately switching in my Dedenne to force them to throw, right? They're going to be forced to throw a foul play here. They probably could have farmed down, but I'm glad they didn't. But anyways, I come back with my Trevenant. They have an Azumarill in the back, and this is GG's because I can just build up 2 seed bombs right now, and luckily we managed to deny the extra bubble, which is crucial. And I'm going to be able to get off the seed bomb here. I'm going to be able to get off another seed bomb, and we managed to deny the bubble again, which means that there's no way they're going to get to 2 charge moves, right? And I have a shield. I'm going to safely shield this up, and then we should be able to Shadow Claw down this Azumarill. And then, yeah, it is a play rough, so they're not going to get to another one for sure. And Sableye is extremely low. I'm going to be able to Shadow Claw down there. As you can see, Trevenant is really, really solid in being able to close out games, especially when you have shield advantage. So we have Dedenne into a Bastiodon. This is a pretty tricky matchup. Immediately save switching into my Gourgeist here, and they have a Sunny Cherrim. So I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast once again here. I'm going to let this Weather Ball through. Even though it's super effective, it's not going to KO. And because we didn't shield, they're probably not going to shield as well. And can we land the Fire Blast here? And oh my god, it one-shots the Cherrim there, and it's just so satisfying. I'm going to be able to get to a Seed Bomb. Now, Bastiodon is still a problem for this team because it's just so bulky, and none of these Pokemon really have solid matchups against Bastiodon, right? But the fact that they came back with Bastiodon, I'm assuming that the Sunny Cherrim is probably their only counter to Trevenant. So I'm just going to preserve the Trevenant towards for endgame here. I'm going to come in with my Dedenne and shield up this Stone Edge. And at this point, I'm going to basically build up a lot of extra energy, and then I'm going to go for the Discharge right now. And it gets the shield from Bastiodon. This is crucial because I'm going to let this go through. And then I'm going to actually preserve the energy on Dedenne and switching in my Trevenant here. And now I'm going to go straight for the Shadow Ball right now, because if they don't shield, this is going to come close to knocking out the Bastiodon, which is crucial, right? I need to get this Bastiodon out of here. But they soak up the Shadow Ball and they come in with their Shadow Victreebel. Now this is a tricky matchup because those Razor Leaves are doing so much damage in spite of being resisted. So I'm going to bait with Seed Bomb, and they do shield that, which is great. And then I'm going to shield this up. I'm really hoping this is not going to be an Acid Spray. Luckily, it's a Leaf Blade, so we don't get the defense debuff. I'm going to go for another Seed Bomb here because I know I can't get to a Shadow Ball. And even though it's double resisted, we should try to do as much damage with Shadow Claw. I'm going to come in my Dedenne, and I'm going to be able to Thunder Shock down. And we have a Discharge ready to go, and this is going to knock out the Bastiodon there. So nice combo play between Dedenne and Trevenant there. I mean, honestly, Bastiodon can definitely be tricky for this team comp to take out there. Moving on to the next battle here, we have Dedenne into an Obstagoon. This is exactly where you want to see Obstagoon. You definitely don't want to see it in the backline because this thing absolutely wrecks this backline, right? So going straight for the play rough. Unfortunately, we get a bit of screen lag. I'm not able to get the excellent, but luckily we get the shield. This is too soon to be a Hyper Beam or a Gunk Shot. It's just going to be a Night Slash or a Cross Chop. It is a Night Slash, which is okay. And I'm just going to go straight for the play rough once again. I'm not going to shield this. It is a little bit of a risky play here, but yeah, I'm just going to go for the play rough right now. Actually, I don't go for the play rough because I knew they were going to try and catch. So luckily, I hold on to the energy there. And they switch to their Skarmory. This is great for me. Again, my backline doesn't have a great matchup against Skarmory either. So I'm going to go for the back-to-back discharges, and they let that go through as well. They basically decide to sack the Skarmory, and they have a Nidoqueen in the back. Now, this can get really tricky because my Dedenne is almost out. I mean, it has no HP basically, and I need to rely on Gourgeist and Trevenant to get rid of both Nidoqueen and Obstagoon as well, right? Which is going to be very challenging here. Unfortunately, Nidoqueen is going to be able to farm all the way down. And yeah, it's just up to Trevenant right now. So I'm going to actually come in with my Trevenant here. And then I'm going to basically I'm not going to shield this. I'm actually going to shield this. And I'm going to open. This is where I miscalculated a little bit. I mean, I should have realized how much energy this Nidoqueen had. Because, I mean, I'm not going to be able to shield this because Obstagoon still, I mean, I need to preserve the shield for the Night Slash, right? But unfortunately, this Poison Fang did so much damage there. And I'm going to try and switch in my Dedenne. Unfortunately, Dedenne doesn't have health and we get farmed down. And I mean, even if I go for back-to-back Seed Bombs, that's not really going to KO either because I'm not even going to be able to get to a back-to-back, right, in the first place. Because they're going to be able to get to a Night Slash and that's going to be a good game. So yeah, very, very difficult to deal with. I mean, basically, my backline didn't really have play against any of the three Pokemon. All three of these Pokemon would do really well against the Grass Ghost type. So they have a Unova Stunfisk of the lane, immediately save switching into my Gourgeist here. And then they come in as Skarmory. I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast once again. I'm going to shield this up. And I'm going for the Fire Blast because I need to absolutely win switch advantage here. So I'm going to go once again for the Fire Blast. Can we land the Fire Blast? And it one-shots the Skarmory. That is huge. That is absolutely incredible because we're able to flip switch right now. and I can line up my Trevenant against their Unova Stunfisk. I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb here. I mean, they let that go through. Unfortunately, Sableye is going to be able to farm for quite a bit. So immediately coming in with my Dedenne, I'm going to soak up whatever this is. Unfortunately, ends up being a return, which does so much damage. They make a switch in their Unova Stunfisk. I'm going to go into my Trevenant. Now, this is not... Again, we're not in a great position exactly, even though this is such a positive matchup for Trevenant, because they have a shield advantage, and because Unova Stunfisk is so spammy, those mud bombs are definitely going to add up over time, right? But I'm going to be able to let all of these go through. I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb here. Going to do super effective damage, but it's not going to KO because, again, Unova Stunfisk is just super bulky, right? But I'm going to not shield this as well. I'm going to let this through. And then I'm going to have to overfarm a little bit just in case they decide to switch in their Sableye and they come into their Sableye. I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb here. And it gets the shield from the Sableye, immediately switching into my Dedenne. I'm going to go for the Discharge. I'm really hoping they let this go through. But they're probably going to shield this up. And unfortunately, my Trevenant is going to go around Shadow Claw. We ended up wasting a shield there. But even though we won switch advantage, it wasn't quite enough to take it out there. So we have a Defense Form Deoxys in the lead. Honestly, Defense Form Deoxys doesn't really have too much play against this entire team because those counters are resisted by Dedenne. Whereas the backline has such positive matchups against Defense Form Deoxys. So I'm going to go for the Play Rough to just soften it up a little bit so that I can come in with my Gourgeist and basically put it into Seed Bomb range here. So go immediately switch it to my Gourgeist and they are staying in. Immediately going to go for the Seed Bomb to put some pressure on the shields of this Defense Form Deoxys. Or it's going to come close to taking it out, but it doesn't quite take it out. They're unfortunately able to get to another Rock Slide here. And I'm not going to shield this. Isn't going to do too much damage. And now they make a switch into their Medicham. Now, if Medicham is their best response to a Gourgeist, then whatever they have in the back is extremely weak to Trevenant, right? I'm going to be able to survive the Ice Punch. Like I said, Gourgeist is pretty tanky. The reason I overfarmed is I want them to think this is a Shadow Ball and give up a shield. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get to a Seed Bomb, which is okay as well. And then I'm just going to come in with my Trevenant and then I'm going to be able to farm quite a bit, right? I'm going to shield up the Ice Punch because that's going to do super effective damage. And then I'm going to throw the next Seed Bomb on hopefully what's going to be a CMP tie here. So I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb. This is probably going to be a CMP tie on the Ice Punch. They do shield that and they're going to be able to get to an Ice Punch. I think that wasn't a CMP tie because I was able to sneak an extra Shadow Claw through, which is crucial. And they have a Cresselia in the back. And this is, I mean, this is so good for Trevenant because I'm going to be able to get to a Shadow Ball. Does massive super effective damage, but I still need to catch a move, right? Luckily, I'm able to catch the Moonblast on the Dedenne here. It's going to do enough neutral damage to take it out, but this is perfect because I'm going to be able to farm down the Cresselia. And then Medicham comes back in. I'm going to be able to farm it down. And then I'm going to be able to go for a Shadow Ball against this Defense Form Deoxys. Again, more than enough to take it out here. I mean, even Seed Bomb would have done it, but just wanted to play it safe there. So Trevenant coming in super clutch. That was a really cool team. That's actually a triple Psychic team by my opponent there. But anyways, as you can see, I mean, those were some really, really fun battles. We finished with a 3-2 set, a couple of like losses in the set there, but overall it was just so much fun to use. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please do hit that like button and do subscribe if you want to, if you haven't already. But yeah, anyways, once again, thank you so much and I'll see you next time.